off. Yeah. I'll just let this play for a little bit, but we can pretty well go live, I suppose, any second. I'm a little bit ill prepared. I'm just going to introduce us at first there in a driver brief, so we'll just have a quick chit-chat, eh? Okay, streaming. Welcome aboard, everybody. Welcome to ASRNZ in 2021. This is the first official race for 2021, and with me tonight, as usual, good friend and a regular in the comms box, and so you'll all know him, is Farmer. Welcome aboard, Farmer. Welcome back.
Yeah, shot. Thanks very much, Davo, mate. Yeah, great to be here as always. Love doing this stuff with you, and yeah, like you said, first race 2021 of the Mickendo Construction BTCC Championship at ASRNZ. Excited.
Yes.
First championship of the year, mate.
Yeah, first race and first championship of the year. We're excited, as I'm sure a few of the boys out on track got the butterflies as well. So I think let's pray that everything goes smooth in the comms box here tonight, and obviously on track for the boys. But yeah, it's great to be back. 2021 here at the official home for ASR live streaming. You guys can catch us here, obviously, every Thursday night throughout the year. Most times we've got a few little special events coming, I think, down the track, and even only, I think next weekend we've got a little bit of a GP race or something going on, so that should be interesting. Stay tuned for that. Do you know much about that?
Yeah, we have, mate. We're just trying to run alongside the New Zealand Grand Prix, which they just had at Hampton Downs last weekend. So we're going to kind of mimic that this Sunday evening with a couple of 20-minute races there, or 30-minute races, I think John Boyd's got for us.
Awesome.
Love the track, mate. I could tell you all sorts about Hampton Downs, but we might leave that till a little bit later.
No, we'll leave that one till later on. But yeah, like you mentioned, mates, what we're here tonight for is the BTCCs. It is the first race of the year. Boys in driver brief at the moment, as they prepare to get out and do battle. Where are we tonight from? We are at Silverstone International, actually, one of the little short circuits they have.
Yeah, Silverstone International, they call it.
Tricky little track. You've steered around it. I think I have myself.
Did, mate. Yeah, I did a couple of laps earlier on during the week, which I will endeavour to do each week, give us a bit of an idea of what we're in for. And yeah, little
Excellent.
track, cool little track, quite a full throttle percentage track there. So
yep. Yeah, and only a short little track. I think it's only. I don't even think it's 3Ks. This version of the track. It's got a few corners though. It's 10 corners in it, but yeah, it's only short and typical Silverstone. Very fast. A lot of it's very fast. So. Low lap times. What are we doing? Just over a minute.
We're looking at sort of minute sevens, minute eights there, mate.
Yep. Oh yeah, of course, so the top 10 at the moment in practice there, we're all doing 07s, yeah.
Yeah, and so tonight, just to let our viewers know there, mate, we're going to do a one-lap hot lap qualifying prior to the first race of 20 minutes.
Yes.
And then we'll follow it up again with another one lap hot lap qualifying with a 40-minute race at the end of that. So bit of a sprint race up first, bit of a longer one the second race, Davo, but there's just that one lap hot lap qualifying there that these boys have got to pull off each time, and we're hoping that is really going to mix up the grid for us and not see all those front runners at the front every week. Yeah, that's the plan, bud.
That is the plan.
I've just seen a few of the boys are starting to pull out on track now there, mate.
I might just follow Gleno out, actually, just quickly, so I get my bearings here. It'd be just interesting to watch who does run out first there. So Glenn had the quickest time in practice. I think he just wants to get out there, get it over and done with, and sit back and watch what goes on. We will watch him. Who else have we got out? Enright, we have Snakey out. We've also got Bear Grylls, Jacques is out, Pete Aspey's out on the track, Racing Mueller. The guys have only got 6 minutes anyway, Farmer.
Oh, so, right, okay.
So they've got to get a wriggle along. They really can't sit back for too long, can you?
What have you got, an out lap and a hot lap? So, yeah, you need, probably 2.5, 3 minutes there to get the job done. So, yeah. See, Ashley bolted early as well.
Oh, yes, he did too, and the other Alpha there, Ashley.
A few boys actually just starting their hot lap now, actually. Oh, Glenn, like you say, mate. And we really need someone just to sort of give us some idea of what to go by.
I think I'm just going to chase Ash down here for the last few corners. He's just running down the back here. I should know, down along Hanger straight into Stowe for the last complex of corners before he runs across the start-finish line. I think that was Crompton actually just there warming his tyres down the straight as well. So yes, it was. So yeah, this will be our first indication, Farmer, and see what the boys are doing. I think Glenn's right behind him, so that'll be a good little comparison, the two Alphas.
Yeah. Noticing that the Alphas are all red there, Dave, and that's going to confuse us a little bit, but Ashley with a 7-8. Instantly beaten by Glenn with a 7-4. Still couple of great times there, actually.
Yeah.
Put in nice couple of clean laps from the fellas.
And I just noticed it's Enright was in another Alpha. He just came across the line as well with an 09, I think it was. So a little bit of a mix of numbers there. Tonight we also have our car brands labelled on the tower tonight to help people out.
Yes, some of you may or may not like the Ford logo that we can now clearly see.
Some may or may not, that's too true.
May not. And it does give us a good indication there of how many of which brand has been represented here, Dave. And I'm just noticing only one Peugeot there from Crompo. As we speak, Crompo boom into P2 with that Peugeot.
He pedals it well. He pedals it well. God,
nice,
I can't even remember who was in the other one the other night. Actually, it escapes me because there was 2 entered into the series, but maybe he's had a change up already. It's just who we got here down here. This is turning over extremely quickly. Just from a bit slow on the cameras, guys. We've got McDonald actually just running over for his flying lap.
Okay. Well, let's just keep an eye on McDonald there. We know he's got good pace. He has been showing some very fast practice times.
And another Alpha.
And the Alpha as well, yes.
What's Burst in at the moment, which we found out was B from earlier in our practice sessions.
That's a good point. We were wondering who B was.
So B's actually, he's in the Astra, isn't he? So I should be looking at my branding here. My newfound branding on my tower. It's looking fantastic. Thank you to Aztec.
Is in the Vauxhall, as well as Kenny and Pete Aspey. So
there you go. So McDonald just running down into that last complex of corners there. Through Club Corner.
Predicting a 7-6 at the moment, Davo. So he's on a great lap. 7-5. It's going to be close, mate. It's going to be in there somewhere. Oh, P2.
Put him up in front of the Peugeot there. We'll just back to Burrs here too. He's just coming through Club as well. He's got that Vauxhall wound up.
Is he on an out lap there, Davo? Oh no, he's gone
there you go.
For a 9. He's gone in for a 9-1.
So, unfortunately, with this one flying lap format, these boys are. Some will commit And it's so easy to overcommit.
Sorry, bud.
Yeah, no, I'm just watching Mudgee there. So he's just come across now for his flight. Got the Mondeo well sideways. Out of one there. If you want to just follow him, he will be one of the
starting on us. He'll be one of the last to qualify.
He'll be one of the last to qualify, and the time is winding down. Looks like he might have enough time in there. A little bit skatey in the first few. Well, out of one for starters, and then into the first braking area, so he has probably lost a little bit already there.
Yes. Yes, well, good way to upset yourself on your hot lap is to muck up turn one, mate.
Put you off your game a little bit, doesn't it?
Just to set you up for the rest of the lap, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh dear. Too true. As he winds down into that last complex again there, through Vale and through Club Corner, exits out onto the start-finish straight. Last car on the track there, across the line, Mudgee.
Where are we going to go, Mudge?
He's got himself in the top 10.
He rounds the 10.
Well done for Mudgee there. A skatey little lap, so he's got that thing dialed in, and maybe as the tyre comes on, that might be a quicker car than that, I think.
Yes, well, of course, we've got Mcindoe 5 and the other Mondeo, Snakey and Stoners all in front of Mudgee, so not a great lap from Mudgee.
No. So
we know he's got more in the tank than that,
He does have more in the tank than that, so only a quick break between now and race start. If you just want to run through that tower there, so where did we go there?
We got Glynno there, topped it out with 7-4, followed by John McDonald on the front row. Very close between those two. Row 2 goes to Crompo and Kenny. Row 3.
Well done from Kenny, mind you.
Yeah, well done from Kenny. Nick McIndoe and Ashley on the third row. Fourth row goes to Nakey and Craig Stoners, and then in the top 10, mate, Melling and Mudgee.
So that rounds out the 10.
After that, mate, we've got Jarks and BK, Bear and Troy. We've got Ryan and Jeff Burse. We've got Aaron Enright and Matt, and Racing Mule rounding out the field, mate. So
yeah, well done, boys. As the guys get back into this one flying lap format, first race of the year, like we say, and it's the BTCCs. These things run zero ABS, people. The traction control is optional. These are an old car, mind you. Look, tonight they will be running their PLP apps, and I think that will be in effect throughout the season and the whole series. I think other than that, all the just regular flags and readdress policies and whatnot apply as usual. Here we go, fun.
Yes, they do, mate. And a standing start too, back to the AC standing start, which we like.
We do
like, and
we've just got to. It's a bit of an awkward thing here as the boys take off. We'll keep an eye on what's going on and
an eye up on. Where are you going to look at, bud? Do we look at sort of Kenny or?
Yeah, I'm picking up second row with Compton. I'd say the two alphas are going to just take off, and there could be a little bit of action in that. Compton, Kenny, McIndoe area of the track, I think. Race
just
one.
Keep an eye on BK actually in the LD four-wheel drive off the line here, bud, as we go.
Yeah, we got 15 seconds to go.
The lights are up.
Series one.
Starting to roar, mate. Here we go.
Round one. Watch this, people. And they're off. Loads of wheel spin. As Crompton tries to split the alphas.
He does. He does indeed. And I hate to call it, Davo, but BK up about 5 spots off the start, mate, in that LD. Great charge there. Glenn leading the pack through 2 and 3. John Boy in tow.
That could have been a lot messier.
Looking good. It's looking good. Oh, plenty of side-by-side action here, Davo.
That little
Great stuff.
that little change back onto the back section of the circuit is a tough little section of track. They call it the link. That's about all it is.
The link.
The link.
Yeah, it's a shit of a link.
It is.
Say so.
I tend to agree. We're seeing a few lead changes up the back there. Vedica's moved up a little. We've also got, I think, BK and Mudgy changed their positions. Kenny dropping back there. That looked like Kenny's car off to the side there as we come out of the front of Vedica's car. Vedica now.
Oh, and there's a Honda on the grid, mate. There is a Honda on the grid. I'm very sorry about that.
Lucky.
Well done, boys, for avoiding the Honda on the grid.
Boys, yeah, so out of the
obviously
front.
Obviously broken down the VTEC there.
Yeah, the old VTEC detonated there, and we're out of the front of Vedica's car there. That it has calmed down a little. Oh.
It's calmed down a little, Davo. It looks like it's all on to me, buddy.
Where are you out there with Mudgy and BK?
Just currently checking that great battle there between, well, in the front bunch there, Davo, from sort of 6 on backwards. Great stuff.
Yeah. We see BK just range up on Vedica. Vedica's got Kenny in front. Kenny, very respectful, but will not give an inch. Look at this. This is tight.
Very tight.
And we've got Mudgy. We've got Stoner. We've got Melly.
We have.
It's a freight train, people, and it's coming in hot into turn 1.
Great shots there from the camera boys coming through 1.
Big breaks down to here. We saw in some of the unofficial practice throughout the week some big moments there in that braking area, Farmer. Three wide was the flavour of the night, I tell you, the other night. So, as we pick up on Melling's Renault, actually, it's Burse, I think, just trying to sneak up beside him there, and it looks like Burse has the gun, although he has the outside line, so just going to see how that plays out.
Is that Melling making the pass there, Bud? Or?
No, that was Burse pressuring him on the outside, so...
Okay.
We'll just move a little bit further forward in that bunch and just pick up on BK's Audi, I think, if you just see that. BK, lights ablaze. You were talking about how the Audis do get a filthy start, and you mentioned it earlier there, how he just wrapped a whole bunch of positions straight away.
Oh, he did. He was well back in the field, mate, and running deep into the 10 at the moment with Audi.
Yeah.
And holding his own too, mate.
Yeah, because like you were saying, they can suffer in certain corners, and it's not showing there at the moment. I tell you, he's really got that thing on point, so... Nice work from BK. He does
have Mudgy in his mirrors, doesn't he? And we all know that Mudgy will be probably looking to come forward on BK at some stage.
So I might just pop out of the back of BK's there, actually. See what we've got out the back.
Yeah, what we got. See if that Mondo has actually got anything for this Audi.
Ooh, touch right up under the wing.
Corner, isn't he? Yeah.
Just remembering, in front of BK's Audi here is Atletico, and we can only move so much. Hear it bouncing off the. He's using that hard code, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, very tight stuff this. Very tight stuff this, Farmer, as you'd expect with these cars. Oh, BK very sideways there. It's allowed, actually. Who's that just slipped through there? Stoner.
Mate. Stoner's
He's got involved. He's actually taken both of them.
Here comes Mudgy with a run too. Oh, I think he just had to lift, actually. Nearly went into the back of BK there, mate, and probably got out of the throttle. So he is up again.
Oh, look at him.
Another snuff. No, he's backed out of that.
He's got out of it.
Oh, and it's really put BK deep into that corner.
It has.
Almost into the rear of Stoners, mate.
And sideways again from BK in the Audi. So he's really testing the lateral grip on that all-wheel drive Audi, and he's coming under a lot of pressure at the moment. We'll just quickly flick up the front here, I think. We'll just check out and see what's going on with...
Yeah, we'll just keep an eye on that as we watch Mudgee make a hell of a scene out of the final turn and lose that little battle that he was in.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just
keep an eye up the front
there. And,
how are we looking?
Oh, very close with that Mudgee battle there. Yes, so Glenn and McDonald have broken away in the two Alfa Romeo taxis there, and have just looked like they got control of it. Crompton keeping them honest though. But it's that pack behind him there, isn't it? Farmer.
Yes,
from pretty well Kenny back, which is where, well, it's actually a little bit further back than that actually. From Stoner back here, it's an angry little pack. Stoner took advantage back there with a little slip up from BK and Mudgee. Jumped on it pretty well, and it's put him 2 positions up. Nice work, as I just see that would burst well up on 2 wheels as he came into pull-up corner there. So it's looking fast, Farmer.
Nice. Yeah, it is looking fast. And I want to see where the gaps are really sort of relative. And like you say, it's almost that little battle between Mudgee, BK and Stoners there, with Burst just kind of getting back onto the back of that now. And Steve-O's in there too, actually. But Ryan having a little sniff as well on the back end, right? So it's great to see some of these guys mixing it up, actually. Kenny in 5th.
Yeah.
A little bit out of his norm there. Snakey's up there in 4th again. Another one that we've seen come through. Great pace lately. Good to see Ryan, though, really battling it out with his good mate Enright there. A couple of Hamilton boys there.
A couple of Hamilton boys, yeah. I just did spot that. He looked like he put the nose of that Mondeo pretty well down the side of that Alpha, but...
far off that sort of battle in front there. So,
which is that the Melling Burst, which we will watch here again. Just quickly on Gabras, and he looks like he wants to move forward.
Yes, he does, and I think he may have switched to VR just recently too, Ryan. So,
okay, yeah.
You know, I'm going to say it as it is. He's normally a back marker, and he's running with the boys here. Three away from the top 10. So
he's picked up his game.
Give him some kudos there. Something's coming right for him.
Definitely,
well
definitely.
done.
We'll pop back up there to. I think we're going to go up to Burrs. Oh, it's hard to take my eyes off that back there, though.
Yeah, so great to know that B's name was actually Burst there, and we can actually give him some...
put a face to the name and...
Some real name pronunciation there, mate. Yeah, put a little bit of face to the name. We have seen this guy come race with us before, and he shows good pace.
He does all right.
Has some great sort of race etiquette. Ticks all the boxes for ASRNZ as far as criteria goes.
And a fierce competitor.
Absolutely.
Definitely knows what he's doing behind the wheel as we just...
Mudgee.
Pick up a Mudgee is all! He's put...
Oh, and it looked like the Alfa Romeo just happened to maybe make an error out of the corner there. Mudgee with the run through. There's no redress going on. It's game on.
It's game on from...
Carry on.
Tough gig.
Yeah, hard luck for BK there, and I think BK possibly just made a little error. Compromised his sort of entry and his speed.
And we had seen that from the Audi over the past couple of laps, and when it was pushed, it was a little bit taily after the apex. That little mishap there has actually bunched up that Melling Burst battle right up in behind Mudgee a little bit tighter. So
Yes, it has
Mudgee's car is quick though. They've got that Mondeo definitely dialed in. As we see him rip down here.
Yeah. Although Burst is all over the back of him now, and you know, we've seen Jeffro come from maybe a couple seconds behind Mudgee to pull that gap in. So
yeah.
I've got a funny feeling that position will change, but probably not easily.
What's his lap times like? Can you see that up on?
Yeah, mate, I've got stats galore here, bud.
Stats
Burst doing a 7.8 as opposed to a Mudgee 7.9, so very close.
And what are the boys up the pointy end doing then?
So the boys at the pointy end actually are in the very low sevens. Glim with a 7.1.
Wow.
John Boy in there as well. Luke with 7.2, and then a big gap back to sort of Snaky onwards down. Kenny showing good pace of 7.5. He's going slightly quicker than Snaky in front of him. So, and Ashley with a 7.6. Mudgee with a 7.6. Most of the field really outside of that in the 8s, so with the exception of a couple. But those boys up the front there have got a good half a second or so on the lap times at the moment.
Yep.
And it shows with 6-second gap between Croco and Snaky.
Yeah, that lead 3 there, they've definitely stretched the legs there, Farmer. So the camera's just actually popped back to Gil Branson.
How's he getting on, mate? He's got past Enright. He's cleared Enright.
He did clear Enright, and
here comes Jarks on Enright as well, mate.
Oh, he's in one of the VTECs, isn't he?
Yeah. So, look, go the VTEC. I was going to run this car. I'd actually love to drive it. Had great turn in.
He's up beside him.
Oh, it's not over though. Aaron's decided you can actually work for this quite hard and keep it pinned in. Nice move. A little indecisive who was going to have that apex of that little piece of track.
Yeah, it might be for 12th and 13th, but they're still playing for keeps down here.
Oh, absolutely. Who have we got sort of down? Bear struggling, mate. Actually, there's a hell of a scene on for that at the back there too, mate, between the 4 boys. Bear, Pete Aspey, Matt Cook, and Racing Mule. These guys are sort of well off the field, but having a massive battle of their own back there.
So I just picked up on actually, I think Matt and Bear Grylls trading places.
And there's
and
look, we just beautifully caught all 3 of them doing making a hell of a scene, I guess we could call that, mate.
I think so. They all seem to have come out of it unscathed. I don't even know whether any positions changed there, actually, so it's back at business as usual. Unfortunate guy. Well done from the camera boys to pick that up, actually. But,
did we curse them, or was that going to happen anyway?
Yeah, it's inevitable, isn't it?
I'm just keeping an eye on the Jeff Burst Mudgee Stoners battle, because it is heating up. Mudgee showing a lot of pressure on the back of Stoners there, bud.
Okay.
Jeff Burst really hunting in the mix. Stevo's just hanging in there trying to catch on to this bunch. Great little battle.
Oh yeah, Mr. Consistent back there. Steve doesn't have to move from where he is. He's perfectly fine there. You watch it at the end of the season.
Yes.
I
thought you were going to say you watch it when Burst Mudgee and Stoners have a little touch up and he slips through all 3 of them.
Well, look, there's only 5 minutes to go here in this race, I think, by my timing. So it's going to heat up before it cools down, I think.
Yeah, well, this is for the top 10. This is round 1. Everybody wants to get a good start to the year, don't they?
They do. They
Everyone's
do.
looking for those points, but then everyone's also looking for a solid finish.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. I was going to get into that. They still don't want to bin it though. So
They don't. And I noticed in a couple of DNFs there, Davo, at the back of the field there, we've got BK dropped out. We've got Nick McInday also dropped out. So that's really unfortunate stuff there. Bear Grylls also in the pits at the moment. Perhaps fixing a little bit of damage from that touch-up.
yeah, well, he was involved with that Aspie. I think it was Aspie, Bear Grylls, and might have been. Oh, I'm not sure actually. I think it might have been Matt. I'm not.
Matt, yeah, I think
Yeah.
those three boys back there. I think we all managed to escape it. Midgie, Jeff,
Just noticed
Stoners,
that.
Steve-O, not really changing there, mate.
No, I just noticed
just,
on the board there that Bucket's actually got past Enright in the Alpha and has actually stretched the legs in the Honda there, and just wonder whether Aaron may have had a little bit of a hectic moment there and allowed the VTEC through. But yeah, well, let's go through and see what we got as we wind down. We'll start at the top. 3 minutes out. 3 minutes, 15 seconds out. We are watching Glenn. And
what, 2-second lead now over John?
Yep, and McDonald's in the two Italian taxis. Crompo in the Peugeot. Snakey. Snakey in fourth. Still too far behind, yeah.
Snakey in fourth. Yeah, Kenny kind of chasing Snakey for fifth there. We've got Ashley with a great race coming in behind Kenny in sixth place at the moment. And then dropping back a few seconds, we've got the Stoners, Mudgee, Burst, Malling battle there for the top 10.
That is a cranky little bunch.
Yeah, it is a cranky battle. Malling's almost chopped off that little pack there.
He had.
And those other three are still going at it.
Oh,
and if it keeps.
Just looking at Burst's car there as he just leant on the brake pedal there, it just slipped sideways. So he's definitely not holding back.
Yeah, look a little bit behind them. We've got Brian, probably going to be one of his better finishers in 11th. Darks, Aaron Enright, Troy, Racy Mule, Pete Aspie, and Matt still running around. So good little display out front though, Davo. Those alphas, the Italian French Ferrari, sorry?
The French Ferraris and the Italian taxis out the front.
Yes. Where is the ever unreliable Renault running, mate? 10th place. Maybe that's what's happening, Steve. Maybe he's having a few misfires there. Not quite able to keep up with that little battle in front of him, which is still going on, David.
It is still going on. They've got another couple of laps. It's a minute 20 out, so they're easily going to get another 2 laps in here. It is on. Burst has got the double barrel blowtorch out on the Vectra. He's got the goods. That car is looking very quick. I just see, just popped up on my data there that Racing Mule just pulled his PB with a 108.
Nice. And just quickly looking at Mudgee making a move on Stoners there, Davo.
Just too close.
Jeffro's going to try and follow him through, mate. Mudgee's got it done.
Yeah.
Jeffro trying to capitalise on this. Stoners will be looking to take that straight back. Oh, he's not going to get it. He's not going to get it. Oh, Mudgee's gone wide. Mudgee's gone wide. Jeffro for the 3. Come on, bud. Oh, he's backed out. Oh, I thought that was going to end in tears, Dave.
Mate.
Oh, great stuff. Great battle by the boys.
That is a fantastic battle as they rip through for the turn 1 for the final lap into the braking areas. Look at all of them. You can see these things really step.
And Stoners have a little error there. But
he has. Is it enough?
Not going to compromise on it. No.
It's an awkward set of corners, that, isn't it, Farmer?
Oh, it is. Yes, very much so.
And the last one that comes out onto the back straight, it's so hard to get a run like an over and under or an undercut on it. So Very difficult as we see Mudgy that he's got it on the inside this time. He's got this.
So going to stick around the outside, and I'm just keeping an eye on the front runners there as Glenn finishes in first place. John Boy behind him. Crompo coming through for third.
Oh, side by side, sideways.
Kenny in fifth. Ashley in sixth. And then we've
got
Burst.
Burst got it.
Burst got him.
Melling having a crack for
Owners through for 9.
Oh,
10th. Oh, well done.
What an epic finish.
Brian through for 11. Jarks across for 12. Aaron Enright just crossing the line now for 13. Racing Mule bringing it around the final turn in the Volvo.
Yeah, nice work. Keeping up with the back of the pack there too, boys. Some of these guys have had a tough race down the back. So, well done from Troy in 15th, yeah.
And then Pete Aspie and Matt battling it to the end. And of course the other 3 boys there retired into the pits. We're back in 2 ticks, Davo.
Lovely. What an epic finish to that race. As we expected, we could see this coming all through the week. That's just race 1. We've got a 40-minute one coming up for you very soon. We're going to take a short break and, yeah, stay tuned. We'll be back.